Good morning, guys. It is a motivational Monday video, and by now you guys know the drill. It is morning time. We are about to start getting ready to work out. I have a goal today to finish my water gallon. I've actually been very bad at finishing this. I don't know if you could see, but I've been having like breakouts and stuff. I just recently got off of my period, which explains why the breakouts came through, but also I just feel like I haven't been hydrating myself as well. So today my goal is to actually accomplish this. It is already 9:40, so as you can tell, we're already starting off pretty bad, but it's okay. We will catch up. Today I wanted to take the time to talk about change, because change is actually something that is going to be coming up in my life here real quick. If you guys saw last week's video, then you kind of know. But the reason why I wanted to talk about it is because as a very anxious person, change is something that is scary, but something that I've learned to love and appreciate and even sometimes crave. And so I just wanted to kind of share what I've learned along the way with it and what I'm still learning. Let me prepare the pre-workout. You guys know we love having our chats with the pre-workout. Well, I like having our chats with the pre-workout because it just kind of gets me pumped and ready for the workout. First thing that I would like to share is letting go of expectations. Honestly, expectations will only ever make you resent the outcome. And me as a person who has anxiety, I love having control over things. And so one of the reasons why I didn't like change was because I didn't know what was going to happen next. And when I would expect the change to come, I already created an expectation in my head. And then when it wouldn't come out the way that I wanted it to, it would make me anxious because I didn't have any control over it. And I'm not gonna lie, like I still create expectations because I feel like it's just human nature for us to create like stories in our head of how we want things to go. But it's learning to not put your full trust in those expectations because you just don't know what's going to happen next. Like you could expect it to happen one way, but it could completely shift. And if you're so set on that one outcome, everything else is just going to make you anxious. It's going to make you resent the change, and you're just gonna feel so like out of place, out of control. My next thing is kind of going with expectations and outcomes. Basically, it's rolling with the punches. So again, you know, you can have expectations, but you have to learn to be able to roll with the punches. So if things don't turn out the way that you want them to, don't automatically hate it because it's not what you wanted. We don't have control of the outcome, but we have control of how we react, what we do next, taking action, getting up, you know, making the changes that you need in order to get the outcome that you want. That's what you have control over. So learning to roll with the punches and not letting them set you back. Third thing is stop expecting failure. If you're only ever just a Debbie Downer, you're always expecting things to not turn out the way that you want them to, then that's what you're going to attract. Because reality is, if you start off your day with a bad attitude, the rest of your day, every little thing is going to upset you, it's going to trigger you, and you're just going to have yourself a bad day. But if you make a conscious decision to start your day off good, and no matter what sort of obstacles come out through your day, instead of looking at them and just letting them trigger you and letting them upset you, you learn to roll with the punches and face them head on so that you can have yourself that good day that you wanted. And the fourth thing is actually kind of a random point, but I felt like it was very important to mention as well, and that is saying goodbye to people who do not add happiness to your life and being okay with it. One of the reasons why I resented change was because whenever there was change in my life, it was always when I lost friends, because, you know, whether it was that I was moving, I wasn't going to see them anymore, I had to go make new friends, or just even the possibility of losing friends scared me, and it instantly made me shut down and made me put up walls. And this kind of goes in with vulnerability, is, you know, being afraid to open up because you don't know if you're going to be friends with someone for a long time. And so instead of just enjoying my friendships, I was always fearing losing my friendships, and so I wasn't enjoying anything. I was just literally living in the future and always expecting failure. And so this was something that was like a huge thing. I had a best friend and I was so afraid of losing her that I reacted with resentment towards her because I felt us drifting apart and I didn't want it to. And instead of trying to make the effort to get closer to her, I pushed her away by reflecting my fears onto her. That was a huge learning lesson for me in not fearing that change. And instead of fearing that we could have possibly drifted apart, I should have enjoyed the moments that we did have while we had them and the moments that we had before, instead of pushing her away. So unfortunately, you know, that did happen. I did lose a friend, but now I've learned from it, and that also allowed me to also step away from people who didn't serve me anymore. And I know that that sounds very mean, is to like distance yourself yourself from people. But if you're friends with someone and they're not serving you, if they're not adding to your happiness, if they are making you upset, anything of that sort, if they're just not good people in your life, it's okay to say goodbye to them. And sometimes we hold on to memories, right? So like maybe the friendship wasn't always bad, but at some point it just kind of shifted and things changed. Maybe you changed, maybe they changed, and so it's hard to say goodbye to them because you had so many good memories before, but the friendship just no longer is serving you. It's okay to say goodbye. Some people are only in your life for a little time, some people are in your life for a longer time, but regardless, enjoy the time that you have with them while you have them, and don't be focused on the future, don't be focused on things changing. And so just kind of like all of those things mixed together just really helped me to enjoy change and actually crave change, because I felt like all of those things were just keeping me stuck in this same like headspace, I guess. And once I was able to learn to accept that change is inevitable and change is gonna happen, and I can't control change, I can't control the outcome, but I can control what I do next. That helped me to learn to be okay with change, and now sometimes I actually look forward to change. Change is actually really good, and change is what's going to keep you growing. So with that being said, let me go ahead and get ready to work out. Oh, I have an update for you guys. I completely forgot to let you guys know. So if you guys saw last Monday's video, I showed how I was going to be doing a Salomar workout this week. However, it's a repetitive workout, which I normally don't really like repetitive workouts, so I decided to do another one. I've been doing this one right here. It is a 30-minute no repeat all standing dumbbell workout by Olivia Lawson. I like workouts when it's like a different move each time, because I feel like my body's being challenged the entire time, versus like doing a repetitive workout. It tires me out faster, and also I get bored and then I just don't want to keep doing it. So that is why I switched over to that one. But like I gotta get started on working out. I don't know if you can see, I'm glistening now, and also my words are slurring, so like I gotta start pumping some iron here.
New racks on blue cash, you want new bags, fuck you, tell her too bad. Baby, I don't do that, make my mood bad. You too sad, W, I can't go back. And I keep showing love, but I don't wanna take it all back. When you left, man, I swear, man, my heart cracked. And I can't let nobody see me when I'm down bad. So I'm tryna get this money on my mind back.
I actually had a really good workout today. I worked out for an hour and a half and I burned 639 calories. Like today's workout was lit. And this is your sign to get up and show up for yourself today. And whatever way that looks like to you, whether it's a workout or whether it's resting, whether it's taking a self-care day, whatever it is, show up for yourself today.
More on the top than the rest of it, because everything else.
So it's actually our last day here before our secret, unconfirmed, possible trip, which is clearly happening because I'm packing everything away. I'm only keeping this a secret just to add some spontaneity and make it fun. But we are leaving tomorrow, which means that I have to like officially finish packing everything, because as you guys know, I've just kind of been packing things here and there and leaving the stuff that I'm still using out. But like now I actually have to pack everything away. And so I have a little checklist right here of things that I need to do today and make sure that I do and cross off before we head out. First thing, I already got my workout in. I already took a shower and shaved, and I'm currently doing laundry, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cross that off. My next order of business is actually to put my toiletries away, and so I have this box right here, and I thought it would be a great way to pack my toiletries just because, you know, they contain liquids and stuff, and we know that's just a mess waiting to happen. The next thing I'm gonna tackle is to put all of my skincare away. Whether it's good change or I don't know what kind of change is coming up, it's always just scary because you don't know what to expect. Even if it's good change, right? Your brain will always think of all these ways that something good could go wrong. And so at the end of the day, it is scary, but what matters is that even if you're scared, you still do it. You still go through it. And instead of thinking about the bad things happening, just enjoy the good things as they come to you and just kind of flow with life. That's what's really helped me, is just take it one day at a time, learning to be present, living in the moment, hoping for good outcomes, and not letting the negative things cross my mind. And if they do cross my mind, I just kind of ignore them and I say, nope, that's not possible. Good things are coming for me. And ever since then, honestly, I feel like because I've been in a positive flow and I've been vibing with life, things have changed for the better. That just goes back to the fact, like, how do you do things when you have anxiety, when you easily get scared, when you're really shy? You still do them. You do them despite all of those things, and you don't accept them as your truth, and you conquer them even if you're afraid. At the end of the day, you end up realizing those things weren't as scary as you made them up to be in your head, because our brain can just come up with a bunch of different scenarios and just scare us away from doing things. And if we give into them, we won't go through with them. But if we learn to talk ourselves through it and just kind of give ourselves little pep talks, being our biggest support system, that's how we get through it. So as you can see, I pretty much have everything done. I have a couple of little things left, like my computer and all of my equipment, because I do want to edit Monday's video before we head out, just because I don't know like the Wi-Fi situation, all of that. So I kind of want to just have it ready. Therefore, I still need to pack up my equipment backpack, which is this one right here. But for now, we have finished packing our clothes. We've packed the blankets and pillow. Well, my blanket and pillow. We also have the towels, but those are over there. So we have a couple of things left here on the list. We will go ahead and complete them very soon. Another way that I kind of learned to overcome change was actually through my weight loss journey, because I found, and this is just like my own personal story, it's different for everyone. So if you're new here, or if you haven't had a chance to view some of my older videos, I talk about how I have a problem with binge eating, and my binge eating is associated with me getting like instant relief from my anxieties. And so when I wanted to start working out, I actually kind of feared giving up that instant relief that I would get from binging, because I knew that if I was going to actually commit myself to changing all of my habits and, you know, losing weight and working on myself, it was going to be a long-term commitment. And in a sense where it doesn't make sense saying it out loud, but in your head it really does make sense, or when you're in that mindset, it doesn't make sense to give up something that gives you instant relief, to go through a long-term journey and not be able to really get that relief anymore, because you become so comfortable receiving that instant relief. You almost don't want to give it up and get to that point where you no longer need it, and you can easily talk yourself out of actually committing to bettering yourself. And so I feel like that's kind of what kept me from really just diving into a whole like fitness journey for a really long time. But once I was able to do it, once something just clicked in my head and I stopped fearing that change, I was able to stay committed to it. And that also made me realize that when you fear change because you're afraid of a bad outcome happening, you're also blocking possible good outcomes. I had to work on rewiring my brain, hold myself accountable, and allow myself to change. And with that, I've grown, I've learned a lot. My life has changed for the better. I've started going after my dreams. I've stayed committed with my workout journeys. I've allowed myself to meet new people, to be more social, to not let my anxieties stop me. So many good things have come from me learning to not fear change. Bad things are inevitable, but good things are just as possible.
No, someone broke that statue in front of the gym.
Nice.
So as you know, I haven't really gone on a hot girl walk in quite a while, ever since it became summertime here and it's, you know, really hot. I think I've mentioned that more than enough times for you guys to get the hint that it is really hot here. But today, me and Ruby, hold my hair. I swear, like, I'll comb through my hair and within 5 seconds there's already a new knot, and I don't understand it. It's also like how a necklace, you'll just put it down and somehow it magically ties itself together and there's a knot in there. Anyways, me and Ruby decided to go for a little hot girl walk today. I have not gone on one in a really long time, and I don't know, just kind of thinking about that. Me and Ruby used to do that, I think during the summertime, honestly, but we would wait until the sun goes down, and that's basically what we're gonna do right now. It is about to be 6 and I'm gonna go pick her up around 6:30 and then go for our little walk. back home now. I'm just currently doing my skincare. I know today's video was a little bit more on the shorter side, but I just kind of wanted to enjoy my last couple of days here at home because very soon you guys will see where I'm going on my secret, non-disclosed, unconfirmed trip coming very, very soon. Like, I'm talking like you should subscribe because maybe you'll see something on Friday. I don't know.